Hi, thanks for purchasing and taking part in these online yoga sessions that I'm providing. So just a couple of bits of guidance when you're doing this at home, making sure that the area that you're using to do your yoga in is as tidy as it can be, or if there are any objects like a coffee table or a sofa that can't be moved, or a lampshade above you, just making sure that you're aware of where those objects are and you're adjusting as you need to. Also as well, make sure that you're feeling okay before doing yoga. So if you're feeling ill at all, or you've got a headache, cold, or whatever it might be, if you're not feeling quite right, then maybe delaying doing your yoga practice until later in the day or another day. Take all of my instructions that I give you as guidance. So if it doesn't feel right, or if there's any pain or discomfort, then only coming into the posture to a point that it's comfortable for you, or you can choose not to come into the posture, or you can choose to take a break as you need to. I will offer options and modifications to some of the postures, but if they don't quite work for you, then feel free to make further adjustments that seem sensible for your own body. So thank you for joining in, and enjoy. Arms by your side, closing the eyes. Just allowing yourself a moment before we start moving. So noticing the rise and fall of your chest, feeling your body pressing down into the ground. Noticing the flow of air in and out of the nostrils. The feeling of the mat under your feet, the arms by your side, the lower back, shoulder blades, head. Noticing how you feel right now, how you feel in your mind, how you feel in your body. So just noticing, you don't need to do anything with that information, you're just observing. And then when you take your next breath in, we'll inhale, slowly raising the arms up, fingertips to ceiling, and then breathing out, the arms slowly come back down again. And we'll continue this movement of inhaling, raising the arms, breathing out, arms coming back down. Inhaling up, breathing out down as you start to get the body moving. The next time your arms come down to the ground, we'll keep them there and allow both legs to the right side. And we're going to move the legs and the arms together. So we're keeping the legs on the right for a few breaths. And then as you inhale, we'll raise the arms and bring the legs to centre. So fingertips are to ceiling, knees straight up. Breathe out, legs to the left, arms come down. And just keeping them on the left for a few breaths. And then inhaling, raising the arms, bringing the legs to the centre, and then we'll gently from side to side. So we'll breathe out, legs down, arms down, inhale, legs to the centre, raise the arms, breathing out, legs to the left, arms coming down. So we're continuing this movement, following your breath, inhaling up, breathing out, down. Pausing when you're back to centre, so we've got knees pointing up towards the ceiling, allow the arms to come down. And then we're going to lift the feet up and take hands to knees. Gently draw the knees towards your chest, take the knees apart away from each other, knees move away so your arms straighten, then back together, in towards the chest, and apart, and away. Inhaling as your knees move away from you. Breathing out as you gently draw the knees in towards you. And then we'll go in the opposite direction. And then popping the feet back down onto the mat and the arms again by your side. So as you take your next breath in, we're going to raise the arms up and lift the feet up. So the arms, fingertips are straight up, the legs are roughly bent at a right angle, knees above the hips. And then bringing the arms and the feet back down. And then inhale as you lift, raising the arms up, lifting the feet. And then slowly down. And then lifting. Coming back down. And then lifting up. And then slowly back down. From here we'll roll to one side and press to all fours. So from our all fours position, we'll just step the hands forwards about a hand's length, and we're going to go through the movements of cat-cow, taking the bum back and then coming forwards. And when we come forwards, we can allow the hips to move towards the mat, taking the gaze forwards. So from all fours, we'll start to arch the back, take the bum back towards the heels, the head's dropping, and then as you come forwards, tipping your pelvis forward, taking your gaze forward. And then as you come back, back arches and head drops. Coming forwards, tipping your pelvis forward, taking your gaze forward. And we'll continue this movement. And we can inhale as we come forwards, taking the gaze forwards. Breathing out as we come back, back arches and head drops. And then pausing next time we're back to centre, back to an all fours position. So we're bringing the wrists back under shoulders, knees under the hips. We'll go through a few rounds of hovering the knees up off the mat. So trying to just lift them as short as distance as you're comfortable with and popping them down sooner if you need to. So we're lifting, making sure you're not holding the breath, and then down. Stepping the hands forwards about a hand's length, bringing the shoulders forwards, and lifting, and then down. And we'll step the hands forwards again, bringing the shoulders forwards, lifting, and down. Step the hands back about a hand's length, and lift, and then down. And wrists back under the shoulders, back to that start position, and lifting, and then down. Taking the hands wider on the mat, bring the legs together. So we're going to allow the hips from one side to the other. We'll take a deep breath in. As you breathe out, allowing the hips to come to the right. Inhaling center, breathing out to the left. Inhale center, breathing out to the right. And we'll just continue this movement gently from one side to the other. And then pausing when you're back to centre, we'll take the knees wider on the mat, toes towards each other, bum to heels, and slide, walk the hands away. Fingers spread, hands pressing forwards. And then as you inhale, we're lifting up, so keeping the arms straight, bringing the shoulders forwards. Breathing out as you come back down. Inhaling, coming up. Breathing out, back down. And then pausing when we're back to centre, upright, wrists under shoulders, knees under hips, and then to downward dog. So we curl the toes under, pressing through the hands, pressing the bum to ceiling, having a bit of a bend in the legs if you need it. And then stepping forwards and folding forwards. And then inhaling as you come up, hands together above the head, breathing out as you come down, and taking the hands down. So we'll step to the top of the mat. So we're feet hip width, we're extending up tall. We'll come into chair pose, bend the legs, raise the arms. We're taking a stride back with the right foot to warrior two, so stepping back, turn the right foot out, right arm behind, looking forwards over the left hand. We'll take a breath in and out, we'll breathe in and out. Inhale, straightening your left leg, raising your arms, and then breathing out, coming back down to warrior two. Inhale, straightening left leg, raising the arms up, breathing out, coming down. Inhale, coming up, breathing out, down, and then inhaling up. So keep the arms straight up. From here, leaning to your left or leaning towards the top of the mat, reaching away through the fingertips, coming back upright, and then back to warrior two. And straightening the left leg, raising the arms up, and leaning to your left. And then coming back up, and back to warrior two. And again, straightening the left leg, raising the arms, leaning to your left. And then this time we'll come into triangle pose. So the left arm comes down, right fingertips straight up to ceiling. Bring the arms back to that parallel position and then come back up. Leaning to your left and to triangle, arms back to parallel, coming back up, and then we'll lean to the left and triangle, so left arm down, right fingertips up. From here we'll come to reverse warrior. So as we come up, left knee moves forwards, the right hand down behind, raising your left hand up, looking up towards your left hand. And then to triangle, straightening the left leg, back of the left hand comes down, right arm up, right fingertips to the ceiling. And then reverse warrior, left knee moves forwards, we come up, right hand down, raising your left hand up. And back to triangle, straightening the left leg, left hand down, right arm up, right fingertips to ceiling. And then once more, reverse warrior, left knee moves forwards, right hand down, looking up towards your left hand. And then straightening your left leg, allow your left arm to come down, turn your left foot into the toes, pointing in the same direction. We'll interlace fingers behind the back, draw the hands away and bring the chest forwards, heads hanging, working hands to the ceiling, steady breath. And then allow the hands to come down, so the fingertips are on the mat, and walk your hands over to your lower left leg. So you're reaching for the shin, the calf muscle, gently guiding the upper body towards the left leg. So you're not pulling, we're just gently guiding the body over. Feel the stretch down the back of the left leg, hamstring, calf muscle. And then we'll walk hands to the lower right leg. And again, just gently guiding the body towards the right leg. And walking the hands back to centre. And then we'll come back into an upright position and then back to warrior two. So you turn your left foot round, take the bend back in the left leg, left arm in front, right arm behind, and we'll step the right foot forwards and come to chair pose. So feet hip width, bend the legs, raise the arms, and right foot back to warrior one. Hips, chest facing forwards. Interlace fingers behind the back, draw the hands away, lead with the chest forwards, head hanging, working hands to ceiling, and then releasing the hands and coming back up to warrior one. Step the right foot forwards and come to standing. And we'll run through that again, leading with the left side. Left side. We'll come back to the top of the mat, so we're extending up tall. Into chair pose, bend the legs, raise the arms. Stride back with the left foot, warrior two. Taking a breath in and out, we'll breathe in and then out. Inhale, straightening the right leg, raising the arms up. Breathing out as you come back down. And then inhaling, straightening, raising the arms. Breathe out, down. Inhaling up. Breathing out, back down. And again, come back into that position, so straighten the right leg, raise the arms, and then leaning to your right, leaning towards the top of your mat. Coming back upright, and then back to warrior two. Straightening the right leg, raising the arms, leaning to your right, and then back up, and warrior two. Straightening the right leg, raising the arms up, leaning to the right, and then into triangle. So the right arm comes down, left fingertips straight up to ceiling, arms back to parallel, and then coming back up. Leaning to the right, to triangle, arms back to parallel, coming up, and then again leaning to the right, reach through the fingertips as you lean, to triangle, right arm down, left fingertips straight up, and then reverse warrior. So the right knee moves forwards, we come up, left hand down behind, look up towards your right hand. Straighten the right leg, right hand comes down, left fingertips straight up. Reverse warrior, right knee moves forwards. Raise the right hand, look up towards the right hand. And then triangle, straighten the right leg, right hand down, left fingertips straight up. And then once more reverse warrior. Straighten the right leg, right arm comes down, turning the right foot in, interlacing fingers, draw the hands away, bringing the chest forwards as you fold forwards, head hanging, working hands to the ceiling. Allow the hands to come down and we'll walk the hands over to the lower left leg, gently guiding the upper body towards your left leg. We'll walk hands over to the lower right leg. Guide the upper body towards the right leg. Walking hands back to center and then coming up. And then back to warrior two, turning that right foot, right knee forwards above the ankle, raise the right arm in front, left arm behind. Stepping left foot forwards and coming into chair pose. And left foot back to warrior one. Interlace the fingers behind the back. Draw the hands away. Lead with your chest forwards, head hanging, working hands to the ceiling. And we'll allow the hands to come down and make our way to downward dog. And then popping the knees down to an all fours position. And a few rounds of cat-cow. So we're tipping the pelvis back, back arches, head drops, tipping the pelvis forward and taking your gaze forward. Tipping the pelvis back, back arches and head drops. Tipping the pelvis forward and taking your gaze forward. So we continue this movement. Nice gentle transition, imagining a ripple effect moving through the spine. And then pausing in a flat back position, taking the knees wide, toes towards each other, taking the bum back, sliding the hands away, fingers spread, hands gently pressing forwards. And inhale coming up, bringing your shoulders forwards. Breathe out as you come down. Inhaling up. Breathing out down. And then pausing when we're back into an upright position, we'll come to seated cross-legged, or legs in front if it's uncomfortable on the knees. So we've got the hands on the knees, we'll extend up, chest forwards, fingertips down, head hanging, shuffling, walking the hands away, allowing the weight of the upper body coming forwards to draw you into the forward fold. And shuffling, walking the hands back, press up, change the cross of the legs, hands on the knees, extending up, chest moves forwards, fingertips down, head hanging, and again if you're able, shuffling, walking the fingertips away. And then we'll shuffle, walk the hands back up, press up, right hand, left leg, raise your left arm, reach up and then reach over the top. So you're reaching over to the right side, side stretching left side of the body. Coming up, left hand across, reach up through the right, fingertips reaching over the top. And then coming back up. Right hand, left leg, raising left arm, reaching up and over. And then coming up, left hand right leg reaching up, reaching over. And then we'll come up and take the right fingertips behind, raise the left arm up as you do that, reach up to the ceiling, left hand across outside of the right leg, gently turning the chest to face a bit more to the right side. And then back to center, left fingertips behind, raising right arm, reach up, left hand across, outside, sorry, right hand across outside of left leg, twisting, turning the chest to the left. And back to center, and we'll come to lying down, legs bent, feet flat. And we'll allow both legs to the right side, arms by your side on the ground, closing the eyes. And as you're breathing out, you're imagining feeling the body relaxing into this twist position. Hips, spine, shoulders relaxed. Inhale the legs to center. Breathe out over to the left. Keep the legs on the left. And then we'll come back up, gently from one side to the other. So we breathe out to the right, inhaling up, exhaling down, inhaling up, and breathing out, back down again. Pausing when you're back to center. So we'll do a few rounds of bridge. We'll reach down with the fingertips, catch back to the heels, and we'll inhale, lift the bum up, peel the spine up, press the hips up. Breathe out as you slowly come back down. Inhaling as you come up. Breathing out, down, and continuing this movement. Peel the spine up, press the hips up, and slowly down, and coming up, and back down. Pausing when your spine is on the mat, and we'll slide the left foot away so your left leg is out long, and we'll guide that right leg over to the left side, rolling onto the outside of your left leg. Pausing here and breathing out, imagining or feeling that you're edging into this twist just a little bit more. Slowly back to center. We'll switch the legs, so we'll slide the right foot away, reach across with the right hand, guide left leg to the right side. And then slowly coming back to center and into relaxation. So lying flat, arms by your side, closing the eyes, noticing how you're feeling in your body, in your mind, and just allowing the body to relax and stop for a few moments before you do the rest of your day. And then if you take some deeper breaths, moving your fingers and toes, we'll bend the legs up, get the feet flat, roll to one side, press up to a seated position, hands together, closing the eyes. So thank you for making time for yoga this morning. Namaste.